Have you ever felt like your mind just won't stop racing? Like no matter what you do, you are either stuck in the regrets of the past or anxious about the future? What if I told you that the biggest breakthrough of your life might come from doing something incredibly simple, just being fully present, right here, right now? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear could genuinely shift the way you experience your life forever. Don't skip this part. This is where the real transformation begins. In The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle invites us to awaken to something most of us rarely even notice: the present moment. Not the past, not the future, but the now, the only time that truly exists. He argues, with clarity and deep insight, that most of our suffering doesn't come from the situations themselves, but from our resistance to what is. We suffer not because of what's happening, but because our minds refuse to accept it. Think about it. How many times have you replayed a conversation from years ago, wishing you said something different, or worried endlessly about something that hasn't even happened yet? That's the mind pulling you away from the now. Eckhart explains that the mind is a tool, and a powerful one. But when it takes over, it becomes a master, and we become its slaves. You are not your mind. Let that sink in for a second. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them. This is one of the most powerful realizations in the book. When you begin to witness your thoughts, instead of getting caught up in them, you create space. And in that space, there is peace, there is presence, there is you. Here's a simple example. Imagine you're sitting in traffic, late for an appointment. Your mind is going wild, blaming, panicking, stressing. But what if you just stopped, took a breath, looked around, noticed the sky, the sounds, the feeling of your hands on the wheel? You're still in traffic, but suddenly you're not suffering. That's the power of now. Eckhart emphasizes that time is a mental concept. The past is memory. The future is imagination. Only the present is real. But our minds constantly drag us away. They build an identity out of past events and project fear into the future. But when we learn to anchor ourselves in the now, we begin to experience a deeper sense of peace and freedom. Here's a question for you. What if everything you're looking for, happiness, peace, even success, isn't somewhere in the future, but already here, waiting for you to notice it? The ego plays a huge role in this. According to Eckhart, the ego is that part of us that constantly needs to feel superior, to compare, to complain, to be right. It feeds off drama, off identity, off thought. It cannot survive in the present moment, because the now dissolves all the stories we tell ourselves. When you're fully present, the ego fades, and with it, the stress, the anxiety, the fear. Let's take a moment to talk about pain. Eckhart introduces the idea of the pain body, an emotional energy field that lives inside us, fed by past traumas and negative emotions. Every time we react unconsciously, we feed this pain body. But when we become aware, when we stop identifying with our pain and simply observe it, we stop feeding it. Slowly, it begins to dissolve. Imagine getting into an argument. Normally, you'd get defensive, raise your voice, try to prove your point. But if you're present, if you're aware, you might notice the rising tension in your chest. You might pause, breathe, listen. That's the power of now in action. It gives you choice. It gives you freedom. Another big idea Eckhart talks about is the inner body. Most people live completely in their heads. But when you shift your attention to your body, to the sensations, to your breath, you ground yourself in the present. Try it now. Close your eyes for just a second. Feel your hands, not with your mind, but from within. That sensation, that aliveness, that's your gateway into presence. You don't have to meditate for hours. You don't need to escape to the mountains. You can practice presence in the simplest moments. Washing dishes, walking, listening, even waiting in line. Every moment becomes an opportunity to awaken. And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Eckhart doesn't promise you a life without problems, but he offers you something much deeper: a life without suffering over your problems. Because when you're rooted in the now, you face life directly, clearly, calmly, without the added weight of mental noise. Think about this. How would your relationships change if you were fully present with the people you love? No phone, no distractions, just pure presence. How would your work change if you gave it your undivided attention, without the pull of past failures or future fears? Let me ask you another question. What would happen if, just for today, you decided to stop running from the moment you're in? What if you just showed up for it? There's a deep stillness at the heart of this book. It's not loud, it doesn't shout, but it transforms. Slowly, gently, but powerfully. Eckhart isn't trying to impress you with fancy words. He's pointing to something you already have, something you've always had, the present moment. And once you realize its power, you begin to see life differently. You realize that peace isn't something you achieve. It's something you remember. It's already here, beneath the noise, beneath the chaos, beneath the endless thinking. Always here, always now. So the next time you find your mind spiraling, the next time you feel overwhelmed, ask yourself, where am I right now? Am I in the now? Or am I lost in thought? And gently, without judgment, bring yourself back, over and over again. This book isn't just about reading, it's about living. It's about practice. It's about awareness. And it starts with something as simple as a breath. Just one breath, fully felt, fully present. If you've made it this far, you already know this isn't just another self-help message. It's an invitation to wake up, to remember who you really are, beyond the noise, beyond the ego, beyond the mind. Don't stop here. Don't let this be just another video you watched and forgot. Practice it, live it, feel it, right now. And if this message resonated with you, if it stirred something deep inside you, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs peace today, and subscribe for more transformative insights. Most importantly, get your own copy of The Power of Now. The link is in the description. Because some books are not meant to be just read. They're meant to be lived. Thank you for being present with me today. Remember, your life is not in the past. It's not in the future. Your life is now.